Good morning, student. I am Sadhan Tripathi from AVM. Today I am going to teach you topic is income and other goals. Students, income is considered most important development. Okay, because if any persons have higher income, then they achieve their goals. Besides seeking more incomes, one way or the other, people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security, and respect of others. They resent discrimination. All these are important goals. In fact, in some cases, these may be more important than more income or more consumption, because materials good are not all that you need to live. It means if they have lots of income, then they can um, buy goods, services, and fulfill their basic needs. Okay, the money are material things that one can buy with it. Okay, is one factor on which our life depends, but the quality of our life also depend on non-material things mentioned above. Overall, above descriptions, you have better understand what your goal, how to fulfill your basic needs. It means if you have any job, regular job, then you have to buy anything and any uh, creating investment, creating activities, creating any services. Okay, you may desire their friendship. It means, this is the example, you may desire their friendship. Similarly, there are many things that are not easily measured, but they means a lot to our lives. You can't easily measure. Okay, what you may desire their friendship, but they meant a lot of our lives. These are often ignored. However, it will be wrong. Concludes that what cannot be measured is not important. It means sometimes we will measured totally wrong, because uh, it is not important, it is not clear gives your reports, clear gives your incomes. Okay, this is the hidden income. And considered another example, if you get a job in a far off place, and before accepting, if you would try to consider many factors apart from income, such as the facilities for your family. It means you want to do work in an institute, you want proper facilities and regular jobs, security, etc. Another jobs, however, may offer high pay but no job security, and also leave no time for your family. So, how to feel you? This will reduce your sense of security and freedom. Okay. Similarly, for development, people look at mixed goal. Development means you want lots of freedom, you want lots of security, you want to spend time with your family. This is also considered development. Okay, and it is true that if women are engaged in paid work, their dignity in the household and society increase. It is also a case that if there is respect for women, there would be more sharing of housework and greater acceptance of women working outside. Okay, a safe and secure environment may allow more women to take up variety of jobs or run a business. Pay attention, students. Here is given a safe and secure environment may allow more women to take up a variety of jobs or run business. It means they also want a safe and secure environment. Then their families, their head of family allows her to do work. Hence, the development goals that people have are not only about better income but also about other important things in life. It means development means what your goals, your goals also include these type of facilities, these type of faculties. Doesn't matter only pay, only income. So let's work these out. Student, you should do in your notebook, and I am giving some notes. You have to write your notebooks. Now next topic, national development. What is national development? National development, I will tell you by notes. National development, the individuals seek different, understand, the individuals seek different goals and their motive of the national development is also likely to be different. It means farmer want India to develop in a particular way, whereas our traders want another way and the teachers another way. Under national development, priority is given to those goals which benefit a large number of people. Not just only farmer, not just only traders, not just only teachers. It means whole country, entire country benefited for that type of policy. This is type of national development. Now students, how to compare different countries or states? Now let's tell you. On the basis of development, countries are classified: developed country, underdeveloped country and developing country. Understand? Three types of developing process: developed, underdeveloped and developing country. So now we will compare what is national income. Comparison through national income. It means worldwide we will measure, we will consider how to calculate national income. I will tell you, national income is the income of all the residents of country over a period of times and is also known as total income. Okay students, countries with higher total income are considered to be developed. Example, USA, UK, Japan, etc. Okay, it means it is not accurate measured because different regions and different states not cleared how to measured, and some are left and some are not giving clear reports. That is why it is not proper reporting. Okay, now we will go through per capita income. Per capita income gives a better comparison. It is calculated by dividing total income of country by its total population. Total income of country considered as GDP by its total population. Students, you can write and you can calculate per capita income equal total income of country, likewise GDP upon total population. It is called average income. Understand? It is called average income. It has drawback as it hides disparities. Is even a small section of people has very high income, the average income also gets high. Definitely. And that is why do not gives proper idea about the actual situation. Now students, according to World Bank reports on per capita income, according to WDR, the full form of the WDR, World Development Report. Every year compare the nations on the basis of per capita income. Likewise, countries with per capita income of US dollar 12,616 or more are termed as rich countries. Understand? And it means they have, which country have $12,716, that type of country considered rich countries. And countries with per capita income of US dollar 1035 or less, our it means are termed as low income countries. It means less 1035 or less are termed as low income countries. Students, in our India in 2012, India's per capita income was only about US dollar 1530 per annum. So it was classified as a low middle income country. It means our India considered as a low middle income country. Understand? Now students, I think you have to write in your notebook properly, and your next topic is how to compare different countries or states. I am tell you, sorry, income and other criteria I will tell you next day. Thank you.